Hey everyone, if you missed today's class, here's a quick rundown. So we just reviewed the idea of evaluating expressions. And so what you need to know is an expression is a list of terms and it's connected by operations. But there is no equal sign. So an example of what this might look like, I could say 4x plus 2. I could say, I don't know, negative 3y plus 10 plus 5x, for example. So as long as it's a list of terms and they're connected by operations, then they're expressions. An equation is just made up of two expressions and you set them equal to each other. So in other words, it's got an equal sign. So I could take my two expressions here and turn them in to an equation. That's it, because now there's an equal sign. All right, with that said, you're going to need to remember your order of operations, and I have uploaded a hard copy of these notes, so you can always reference it later as well. But remember parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. Cool, we're going to need that in order to evaluate expressions. And remember, all that means is if I give you a number for a variable, then you're replacing it. So here we have 6x plus 8. And remember, 6x really means 6 times x. So I know it's not explicitly written, but remember that's what it means. And so all evaluating expressions says is now that I'm telling you x equals 10, there is no x anymore. We have a value for it. In this case, that's 10. And 6 times 10 is 60, plus 8 is 68. And there we have it. Cool. Gets a little bit more complicated because nothing stops me from having more than one variable. And so in this case, I'm telling you x equals something and y. So I'm going to use a different shape for y. So in other words, we have 6 times, well, we don't have x anymore. We have a value. Minus 7 plus 9 times y, but we don't have a y anymore because we have a value for it. And so all that means is we now have 6 times 2, and we have 9 times 3. So that's going to become 12 minus 7 plus 27, which is going to be 32. And there you go. The last key idea I want to bring up is as soon as somebody tells you that your variable is equal to something, every variable of the same type is replaced by that number. So you'll notice here we have a 3 times 2x. Well, that x is going to get replaced, minus 5. That's all in parentheses. And we also have this plus 7x, and so that's also going to get replaced. And so 6's are going to go in for both of them because that is what our x's are equal to. And so now we can simplify. We've got 3 times, 2 times 6 is 12, minus 5. 7 times 6 is 42. And now I have 3 times 7 plus 42, or 21 plus 42, which is going to simplify to 63. And now I'm all done. So those are the 3 key ideas. At the most basic, you replace the one variable. Sometimes you have more than one variable, so you got to replace them with their respective values. And then sometimes you have the same variable, but in more than one spot. And so all of those get replaced with the same value. So you have an assignment. Make sure you read the directions really carefully. Because it's telling you there are problems to do for everybody, and then you can choose between the practice or the challenge. You should end up doing 11 problems total, no matter which path you choose. So reach out if you have questions, and good luck.